All right, so top 5 this week in honor of the new month. April brings springtime. I think springtime actually starts in March, but April's like the month you think of spring.
Spring actually starts with the equinox, so it's about the moon phase.
Yeah.
So it can just vary a little bit.
Shut up,
Around
nerd.
April, always, though.
Shut up, nerd.
Nerd!
So top 5 this week is going to be top 5 spring things.
I like it.
I think I get to kick it off.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to kick it off with a guest pick for my beautiful girlfriend, Clara.
Shout out.
And first pick from Clara is going to be the thing that spring's named after. The first thing you think of spring, the whole reason for the season. Not Jesus. It's going to be flowers and plants blooming.
Blooming flowers.
So springtime, you have all kind of new flowers, all new colors, all new smells from the plants. Leaves are getting back on the trees. Everything is just blooming. Everything's beautiful. Life is here.
What's Clara's favorite flower?
Clara's favorite flower is roses.
Typical.
And orchids.
All right. At least you know.
I do know.
Like that protects you for the future. And this is also in recording. So if you ever need to know.
So Clara, I know you're listening. I know your flowers.
Boom. Well, I hope they're right.
They are. I know for sure.
Okay, good. All right.
All right. Give us your first pick.
Spring break.
I had that on my list. That's a good one.
That's I don't know. It's just the first thing I think about.
I agree. The only thing I was hesitant about is obviously we're not in school anymore.
But without kids, you can take a spring break. Like, you don't have kids. You can take a week off of work for spring break and go on spring break. You know, go to a beach for a week around the beginning of spring. I can do the same, but I have kids. So I think it's really a catch-all at any walk of life. Like,
I would disagree, but I see what you're going with.
You know, I think it's a really good...
I think it's meaningless if you don't have kids or if you're not in school. Because I could take a vacation anytime.
Right, but when does it change from like shitty weather to great weather? It's not too hot and everything. That's why spring break is popping. You know, it gives you a little bit of freedom right after the bad weather times. Spring break is...
It's not a bad pick. I can't.
The number one.
What's your number 2 pick?
Major League Baseball.
Oh, I had that one. Oh.
Major League Baseball starts in spring. We just had opening day a few days ago.
Just had opening day. Otani's already betting on games.
He's already killing it. You know, it's... When you think about... I guess that's another good one. You know, in school, we played a lot of winter ball. You know, growing...
You do play winter ball, but then when that spring hits...
And that spring ball and everything, it's different. You get to watch baseball. Me and you took one year and went to like 9 baseball games in a season. That was a whole lot of fun. But yeah, Major League Baseball, synonymous with the springtime.
It's not a bad pick. I had it on my list. I'm kind of upset you picked that one over me.
But you got 2 options in a row now. You got a second and a third to go with. So let's see.
What you got. So my second one, it kind of plays into my first pick of the flowers blooming. Kind of plays into your first pick of spring break. My second pick is going to be the weather. Okay. It's when the weather changes. It's probably the nicest weather of the year, where, as you said, not too hot, but still warm enough where you can wear shorts.
Right.
You can wear T-shirts. It's not cold at all.
It's breezy. It's comfortable.
Sun's out. It's shiny. So
skies
weather.
Are clear.
I think that's the best part of spring, weather.
Weather is a very, very poppin' part of spring. And it also lets you, like, you know, wear different kinds of clothes. You know, you're not going to wear, like, big-ass jackets all the time.
Where it's also, some days you can wear your long sleeve stuff and still not be too hot, but you can also wear your shorts.
Yep, exactly. I like that pick. It's a good one. Weather.
So weather, my second pick. And now my third pick, this is where I say it every week. It gets kind of hard. Where am I going to go? I think I'm going to play into... It's similar to what we're talking about, but I'm going to put more daylight. There's more daylight in spring. The days are longer. They move the time back, so now it stays light till about 8 o'clock.
So I had this on my list as daylight savings because it is, like, it happens right around spring. So I don't know. I'm going to just erase that off of mine because I guess it's the same.
Yeah, you just have more daylight during the day because they move the time back and the days are longer.
Right.
So it's just perfect. You have more times to do things. Now, like, I get off at 5. I get home at 5. I still have like 3 hours of sunlight.
Right. I think,
whereas before it was like an hour.
Yeah, I think December 21st is like the shortest day of the year, and then June 21st is the
Summer
longest.
solstice, yes.
So it's like leading into that, you have the hour change and the day actually being on your side.
Yeah, so my number 3 pick, more daylight. What do you have number 3?
I like that. Number 3, this one is going to be kind of weird for me. Well, not weird. The pick might be weird. I got to go with Easter.
Easter.
It just happened. It's always in the spring. It's right around the beginning of spring always, just because, it's in March or April, and that's right when spring is. But, you get around with the family. You get the egg hunts. You get the candy.
Best Reese's, the Easter Reese's.
Oh, yeah, and I got
egg ones.
Right now, I'm like a mobster. I got loads of the goods. Easter, it's just up there. It's a great holiday. He is risen. Hashtag.
He is risen. It kind of makes you wonder why Christmas gets more.
Don't get me started. Just
gets more pub than Easter, because Easter's literally the reason for the religion. Well, Christmas. He was born Christmas, but Easter's like the whole thing.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
So Easter, not a bad pick.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't lose us followers, please.
Right. That I'm gonna just stop while I'm behind. I'm going to go with a local pick for my 4th pick.
I know what you're going with.
Festival International.
Oh, that's not what I thought.
It's always in the springtime in Lafayette, Louisiana. It's actually a very big festival that, I kind of took for granted. I didn't realize it was as big as it is. Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. You get a bunch of different places, people out here. Festival International de Louisiane, I think is what it's called specifically. But yeah, Festival International, springtime, get out downtown, get all the shops, the food and all that stuff, get completely hammered. That's all I do at festivals, but yeah,
there's a lot to do. Not a bad pick, kind of one that if you're not from Louisiana, you don't know what you're talking about. If you're not from Lafayette.
But maybe we could get some people out here one person to experience it.
Maybe we can. So not a bad pick, festival. I do enjoy going to the festival. So it's my 4th pick now?
Yep, you close your side up with 4 and 5, sir.
I'm going to go with animals/birds emerging from their winter sleeps. I know birds are around. They're just not around as much during winter. But bears, chipmunks, they're all in hibernation. They come back out. There's more animals. There's more life.
Animals waking up. I like it.
Animals waking up. Who doesn't love...
Who doesn't love waking up?
They have the pictures of the bears coming out of hibernation. They're always sleepy as fuck, and they
like their eyes look
skinny,
like me in the morning,
and they're super skinny.
It is pretty funny when you wake up. It's like, dude, you've been sleeping for like 4 months. What have you been doing?
Yeah, so animals, birds emerging from their hibernation. That's my 4th pick, and then my 5th pick.
This is where you could just go with anything. Almost.
Yeah, I'm going. This is kind of a semi-local thing.
You have a very
personal favorite.
A realistic spring setting is what you painted a picture for right now.
So my 5th pick is going to be boiled crawfish.
Oh.
This is the season for boiled crawfish. This is when everybody has. In fact, this past Friday was probably peak.
Oh yeah, Good
Friday. Boiled
Friday.
crawfish, Good Friday. That's when everybody has their boiled crawfish.
Around here for sure.
It's so good. It's seasonal. It's springtime. I think it's just, if you're from South Louisiana or pretty much anywhere that has crawfish, springtime is the crawfish season.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're spot on.
So why don't you give us your last pick, Alex?
Last pick is going to be my guilty pleasure. It's kind of goes with that restart with spring. It's going to be the spring cleaning. Man, I love to get a good organization going, kind of get that.
I like the idea of it.
The beginning year restart where you get to clean the slate and almost take another approach at the year if you want.
Yeah, it's like the real start of the year.
Right. That's
real new year.
Spring cleaning.
That's not a bad pick. I had it on my list. I just couldn't pretend like
I actually
I'm that kind of
accomplish
person.
it. Right, I accomplish it. I'm doing it right now because we're about to have the kid's birthday party. So, full force. But it just makes you feel good once you do it. Even if you don't want to do it, once you're done,
I agree with it. You do have a good feeling after.
It's accomplished. But yeah, let's run through those top 5s.
So my first one, number
Maybe we can
one,
give a couple honorable mentions after.
Flowers, plants blooming. My number 2 was the springtime weather. My number 3, more daylight. Number 4 was animals emerging from hibernation. And number 5, boiled crawfish.
Good top 5. My number 1 was the spring break. 2 is Major League Baseball. 3 is Easter. 4 is Festival International de Louisiane. And 5 is spring cleaning.
Yeah, so one of the honorable mentions I had was just the color green. I think that's like synonymous with spring.
I had pastel colors.
Pastel, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the same line.
Right.
Moods improve. As you said, kind of goes with yours, fresh start. I had
Yeah,
that.
I had stuff like hiking and, like outdoor activities. But then,
I did do outdoor exercise.
yeah, I do like running a lot more in the spring than any other.
It's
like
the best.
running in the summer is the absolute worst.
So yeah, that's our top 5 spring things.